Welcome to PrinceMathsclinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time. Welcome once again to class. Here we have this lovely equation that says x plus 1 all in brackets to the power of 2 over 3 equal to 9. Remember, like I've always been saying, that whenever you see an equal to sign, remember that the right hand side must be the same as the left hand side, and the left hand side must be the same as the right hand side. So that is why it is called equation. Now, we want to find the value for x for which the left hand and the right hand will be the same. So let's go right into the solution. We were given that x plus 1 all to the power of 2 over 3 equal to 9. So I will do this. For me to eliminate this power, I have to multiply this power by the inverse of this power. And what is the inverse of this power? The inverse simply is what? Since this is 2 over 3, the inverse would be to take 3 up and to bring 2 down. And it's an equation. What you do to the left, you must do to the right. So since I multiplied the power in the left by 3 over 2, I must do the same thing. This is carrying a power of 1. Then I will have to say times 3 over 2. And 1 times 3 over 2 gives you 3 over 2. So therefore 2 will cancel 2 here, 3 will cancel 3 here. And I am left with x plus 1 equal to 9 to the power of what? 3 over 2. At this point, I can take out the brackets. Yeah, what does this 9 to the power of 3 over 2 means? Whenever you see any number or a base carrying a fraction as a power, the denominator of that particular fraction represents the root, while the numerator talks about the power. So 2 ways to do this. It's either you just say 9 raised to power of what? 3, then you get that value, then you look for the square root, or you look for the square root of 9 and the result you cube it. These are the 2 ways to solve it, and whichever method you apply, you are going to get the same result. So in this case, I'm going to take out the bracket, then I'm going to express it like this: x plus 1 becomes what? The root of what? 9. Then I'm going to cube it. Then x plus 1 equal to, the root of 9 is 3, and 3 to the power of 3 is 27. So I'm going to replace this with 27. Therefore, x will now be 27 minus, if this plus crosses the equal to sign, it changes to negative, then that is negative 1. And 27 minus 1 gives us what? 26. Now, if you insert 26 into the question, this becomes 26 plus 1, which is 27. With 27, let us confirm it. 27 all to the power of 2 over 3. Will it be equal to 9? Let's find out. Remember, I said this talks about the root, this talks about the power. So this simply means the cube root of 27, everything squared. And cube root simply means what you multiply 3 times. 3 times. So the only number you can multiply 3 times to get 27 is 3. Because if you say 3 times 3 times 3, you get 27. So that means the cube root of 27 is 3. And if you square 3, you will get 9. So 3 squared is 9, equal to what? 9. So that means the value we obtained, which is 26, is correct. But is this the absolute truth? No. If you insert negative 28 into this equation, you are still going to obtain a 9. If you have obtained only 26, that means you must have made an error along the way. And the error is certainly somewhere around here. The reason being that whenever you take the root of any number, always remember to add a plus or a minus. So this is plus or minus. Whenever you take a root, always remember to add a plus or a minus. So if you add a plus or a minus here, this becomes what? Plus or minus 3. Then if you cube it, you get 27. So this as well becomes plus or minus 27, so that if you pick the positive 27, you subtract 1, or you say minus 27 minus 1. If you do 27 minus 1, you obtain 26. Or if you say minus 27 minus 1, it becomes negative 28. So therefore, these are the two values that will satisfy x in this equation. Now, to also explain further that this x is not just positive 26, I'm going to use another method to solve this particular question, and that method will lead us to obtaining 26 and minus 28 as the true values that will satisfy x in this equation. To solve this particular question, this is what I would do. I would say x plus 1. I want to split this power such that it will be 2 times 1 over 3 equal to 9. I've not done anything strange, because if you multiply 2 times 1 over 3, you still get 2 over 3. Good. So what does this thing mean? It means that I should square x plus 1. So squaring x plus 1 means take x, square it, you are going to get, if you square x, you will get x squared. Then 1 times x will give you x, multiplied by 2, you get 2x. Then 1, square this 1, you get 1. Then I've squared it already, so I'm left with this power of 1 over 3 here, equal to 9. You can as well expand this in the way you know how to expand. You still arrive at this particular series of terms that I have there. Now, to take out this 1 over 3, I need to multiply the power by 3. So at this point, I've introduced a 3 to the power here. So it means that what you do to the left, you must do to the right. So this becomes 9 to the power of what? 3. Therefore, 3 here cancels 3 here. So I'm left with x squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to, if you multiply 9 in 3 places, 9 times 9 times 9, you get 729. Therefore, if I move 729 here, I will have x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 729 equal to 0. And 1 minus 729 will give us negative 728. So I will replace it with minus 728 equal to 0. Now, I've done in previous videos on how to factorize any quadratic expression or equation in just one step. Open two brackets and put a 0. The variables here is x, so put x here, put x here. Two numbers that I will multiply to get 728, and I add them to get what? Positive 2, are simply just positive 28 and minus 26. Such that if I say plus 28 times minus 26, I will get minus 728. And if I say 28 minus 26, I will get a positive 2. So from this, it means that either of these brackets is equal to 0. Therefore, I can say that my x plus 28 is equals to 0, or my x minus 26 is equals to 0. So if x plus 28 is equal to 0, it means that my x here is minus 28. Or if my x minus 26 is equal to 0, it means that my x here is what? 26. So these are the two values that satisfy x as shown in the other solution that we did previously. So if you insert 26 here, 26 plus 1 gives you what? 27. And if you insert minus 28 here, minus 28 plus 1 gives you negative 27. And if you do the same thing, you are still going to obtain a 9 here. So this brings us to the end of today's class. I hope the video was helpful. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, share this video to your friends, and also subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Bye for now.